Now it is time to start and design the invoice a bit more nicer, because right now we have the bare bones, we have the formulas ready, everything is done. Let's start to fine tune it. So let's look here. First of all, this is fine. This doesn't need to be changed. We can automate this, but for now we'll just leave that. Here we have some items here, and we can probably fine tune it a little bit more by putting everything to one location. All right. Here probably we'll just highlight these. Invoice 4, alright, that's fine. Payable 2, we can just do it like this, and same here. Company name, bank account number. We can leave this here, or we can just move this to the right side, and here as well, everything here to the right side. And then I realized we need to just put in the date. So what is the date here? We can use a function. We say today. But most of the time when you make a invoice, it's the day that you make it. That's the most important one. So here, same story. What would be the due date? Probably, if you have, like, for example, fixed 2 weeks payment terms, so you can just select this plus 14, as in 14 days. And there you are. And what we want to do here is to make sure, if we have this all correct, we want to make sure that this has a proper design of date. So we're going to check here, we say more number of formats, we go for the date, and then we can select here, because this is probably better. Make sure it's clear what's the date or the month and the day number and the year. Alright, so once we have that, you can see here now we get this, but we need to extend it a little bit more to make it readable. Alright, so we've got this now. We have this done properly. This could be maybe highlighted. We have this on the corner. That's fine. We have to solve this issue here. And to make sure, because we need to check here as well, does this fit in a printing, or for the printer, does this fit? So let's go with the page layout, and then we can see here print area and set print size. Alright. Confirm, of course, because we want to select this. And we say here print area, set print. Alright, so now you can see here we have some issues. And the reason is we have this part here that's too large. Alright, let's solve that. Well, first of all, let's solve this part here, because this could be narrowed down to something very small. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert here one. Alright, and we will make this, we will extend this to make sure that this will fit. So we say here the hashtag number only. We put this in the center. And these will be moved as well. We will move this here along. Total price. Yeah, the product number, or let's see here. Let's see if we can move this curve accordingly. Yes, without hurting anything. That's nice. We can cut this out. Move it here. There we are. Alright. So now we can cut as well, or we can reduce the quantity of space, because that's better. There you are. So we've got this, and we can make this nicely bold, and we put this in the center as well. Move this to the center. Let's see how much space we have left, so we can move these all together. Alright, so we have this part here, we can move this here. What we're going to do is we delete this first. So we've deleted this. Alright, doesn't fit yet, no worries. So here we have maybe this, and maybe this we can move away. Let's move this to the other side. Alright, let's see if this works. That works nicely, because I thought first we could probably do it like transparent, or we give the font color white so you will not see it, but maybe that's not a clever trick. Main reason is you will not be able to find it. So we have this here, then we can maybe delete this one here, so we have an excess. Alright, we've got this, we put here the line on top. Put this line on top as well. There we are. Let's see what's going on. What are we missing? So we have here, and we can reduce this a bit, and we're almost there. So what we can do, and this is the main reason why it's so big here, is I use a larger font size here, so we can reduce the font size. because this was for readability for the video, so we can reduce this. And if you put it to 14, that should be more than enough for most of the time. So we can just reduce all of this here down to 14. This one might be slightly bigger, that's fine, because that is our design. It's on purpose. We'll do this as well, 14. This is on 20 and 18. Well, let's put this down to 16. Alright, that looks slightly better. Now, as you can see here, this probably we can reduce. And move this more like that. There we are. So now we start to get a far more better design. Let's make this slightly bigger. Alright, this is no problem. This is not a problem. So everything else here. So what I want to do here is at least to keep the lines consistent. There we are. And that's basically it. So if you would say here, preview, where do we have that? Let's look here. Page layout, print. Let's do Command P or what is that? Command P or Control P. So you can see here the print layout. This is the preview, cancel, or else of course you can just search here. Do we see it? Alright. That looks quite decent. The reason why this one is right now being shown is because of remove the text here. So let's put this back into a cell. If we don't want this, maybe you want to move this on to another tab. Well, you can work on that as well. You can start doing that. So we have this so far, and I do like this already. It starts to look very nice. And what we're going to do is we're going to move this to another tab. And what we will do as well, we will start to work on a design for this, because that will be important as well. So we'll do that in the next part. We'll make a new tab for this.